question is to the Minister of Agriculture. What new initiatives is MAF taking to support water augmentation schemes around New Zealand?
The Honourable Dr Nick-Smith.
Mr Speaker, on behalf of the Minister of Agriculture, today MAF has announced 5 new schemes that are to receive government support of $1.9 million from the Community Irrigation Fund for technical design work. They are the Lee Valley Community Water Augmentation Storage Dam in Nelson, the Hunter Downs Irrigation Scheme in South Canterbury, the Mungaroa Irrigation Scheme of Bay and Plenty, the Mayfield Hines Irrigation Scheme and the Ashburton Lyndhurst Irrigation Scheme in Rangitata. These proposals have the potential to grow horticultural and agricultural exports by more than $200 million a year. These initiatives show the government is committed to improving rural infrastructure and help rebalance the economy towards productive exports.
Joe Goodhew.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. What changes has the government made to the eligibility criteria of the Community Irrigation Fund that has enabled this support to be given?
The Honourable Dr Nick
Mr
Smith.
Speaker, the Minister of Agriculture has been concerned that the criteria was too narrow and did not enable support for technical design work. This work is critical to getting projects to the point of consenting and securing capital investment. None of this design work could have been funded from the scheme without the changes initiated by the Minister. These changes have enabled the maximum benefit to be secured for the communities from the Community Irrigation Fund.
The Honourable Damien O'Connor.
Mr Speaker, will the government reinstate the $80 million taken from the Rural Water Drinking Assistance Program that was put in place to help rural communities access safe drinking water? Or does he think that irrigation of dairyland is more important than rural New Zealanders getting safe drinking water?
The Honourable Dr Nick Smith.
Mr Speaker, the first point I would make is that this government is committed to the productive investment that will enable the growth of our export industries. The difficulty with the policy of the previous government is that they set a Rolls-Royce water standard for drinking water, and the amount of funding that was provided from local government was less than 5% of that was required. This government is committed to exports and growth. It's a pity that exports flatlined from 2002 under the previous government.
That's right. Jackie Dean.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. To the Minister, what steps is the government taking to ensure community engagement and good environment outcomes with the Community Irrigation Fund?
The Honourable Dr Nick Smith.
Mr Speaker, on behalf of the Minister of Agriculture, the very purpose of the fund is to help local communities find local solutions to challenges over water management so as to grow our primary industries in a sustainable way. The government has also initiated a nationwide dialogue on improving New Zealand's freshwater management through the Land and Water Forum that begins tonight in Nelson and proceeds with 13 public workshops around New Zealand. This blue-green approach with both the Community Irrigation Fund and the Land and Water Forum is about growing the economy and looking after the environment. I know a concept that is foreign to members opposite.
That's right.
Question at number 5, the Honourable Trevor Mallard.
Mr Speaker, my question is to